The Manchester, Bolton and Bury Canal, as we all know, is under restoration. Like many restoration projects, there are multiple obstacles that must be overcome. Some examples include the breach, a few missing aqueducts, and the small issue of the entire of Salford. However, there is one big obstacle that hundreds of people go over every day, and some may not even realise what it is. This is the Water Street culvert, an obnoxious, large embankment that carries Water Street over the canal here in Radcliffe. The crossing here has always been an important one even before this thing was here. The original bridge that stood here was a narrow bridge carrying the turnpike Water Lane over it, similar to other bridges on the canal. However, for this important route, it became a pinch point as it was narrow and created a dogleg in the road. Because of this, in 1881, plans were submitted for a replacement, wider iron bridge on a skew that not only carried the road, but a tramway over it, making this lane an important link between Radcliffe and Whitefield into the main transport link between them. Sadly, the canal link between Manchester and Bury was severed by the breach in 1936, and that led to a rapid decline in traffic on the canal. The Bury arm struggled on until 1961, when the whole canal was inevitably abandoned. This paved the way for the bridge to be removed. The decision was taken to replace the bridge with an embankment, using a culvert to keep water levels even in the canal, as it was being kept as not only a water feature, but a place for nature to enjoy and thrive. In the mid-1980s, around the time that the Canal Society first began, work was being done to widen Water Street to create the A665. It was during this time that the culvert needed alterations to match the roadworks. Unfortunately, the decision was made to widen the culvert by a further 20 metres to create the current 41 metre wide embankment we see today. Fear not, however. Although this seems like an insurmountable obstacle, being a huge 41 metre wide concrete sided embankment carrying a major road, plans exist for a new replacement bridge at this point. This new bridge will be a large concrete tunnel that will contain not only the canal, but ample room for a towpath, so walkers don't have to cross the busy A road above, making life a whole lot easier. The new bridge will be built in a similar style to replacement bridges on other canals, and although modern in design, will fit with the architecture on the canal. And when it is eventually built, it will mean that boats will be able to return and cruise through Radcliffe once more, proving all those who thought the canal would never be used again very much wrong.